reminding me to record, which is lovely. Thank you very much, Mr. Raposo. I appreciate that. All right, let's get things kicked off this morning.
You know how sometimes when you text somebody, autocorrect steps in and they try to change the word for you, and sometimes it gets it right, sometimes it gets it very, very wrong. So these are here. This first one is from LaDonna Yancey in Indianapolis, Indiana. I can't download the picture. Can you see it? I can. Maybe I need to turn on my wife. I mean Wi-Fi. I'll turn on your wife if you don't want to. Bunny Kanagala, I believe, in Calgary, Canada. Ah, you know Bunny. Busy today, Dad? Not really. Let's go do 9 hoes. Haha, 9 holes. I'm 62. Sadly, my hoe days are over. Calgary. Casey Kleeman in Lake Tapps, Washington. Ryan is thinking he'll be home around 6 and he wants to go out. I will text you when he gets home. Ryan just got horny, so we'll be about 10 minutes late. Sorry. Home. He just got home. Betsy Lapierre in Alexandria, Ontario. It's cold outside. If you're going out, make sure your whore face is covered up. Excuse me? Your whole face. Sorry about that. Cover up your whore face. Oh, when you don't cover your whore face up, it's... Miriam Remini in Canoga Park, California. I'm craving Starbucks. Me too. What do you want? A vagina latte. Vagina latte. OMG, vanilla latte. OMG, we should send this to Ellen. And then they did.
All righty. For those of you missing Starbucks, well, there you go. So, a couple of quick announcements this morning before we get started. First and foremost, I think there's a couple of people I want to just pop on and announce what's going on today with them. Steve, are you on the call to announce your 3 o'clock?
Sure. Yes, I just sent the email again. I posted it on Facebook. At 3 o'clock today, we have our very own Alessandra Arbor. She is an ICU nurse in NYC. She is an amazing person and a realtor in the Stanford office, and she has agreed to chat with us and tell us what life is like on the front lines. And she's thrilled to share with her KW family. So join us at 3 o'clock right here in the Zoom room.
Awesome. That sounds awesome. Tammy, do you want to talk about your 1 o'clock today?
Good morning, everybody. Yes, today I'm going to talk about closing costs and how you guys can explain them to your buyers. Over the last couple of weeks, I've had a lot of questions come up about what they are, how much. So I'm going to go into detail about that at 1 o'clock. Bring your lunch.
Sounds awesome. Excellent. Make sure you join Tammy for 1 o'clock. And Bill, I think you're looking for have a rate update for us this morning, yes? I know I saw Bill.
Bill, you're still muted.
All right, let me see if I can fix that for him. Hold on a second.
Am I good now?
There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Yay.
Hey, how about that? So I was saying I want to wish Tama a happy birthday today.
Happy birthday, Tama.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Tama.
Rates are great, and we actually had a really busy weekend. Lori and Tama both sent me customers, and I quoted somebody 3% on a 30-year fixed with 25% down and good credit. So an incredible rate. So that's what's out there.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So dive in and make sure that people are writing business. Okay, 2 more announcements. Just so we're all clear. The PPP and the EIDL, all that new funding, that actually opens up today, I think at 10 o'clock. So if you worked hard, I know a bunch of you were in touch with me over the weekend about solidifying some opportunities to submit applications. So just make sure that you double check with the banks that are submitting applications for you on the PPP side. And if it's you submitting the application on the EIDL side via SBA.gov, do know that those funds are expected to go really, really quickly. So if you're not submitting an application today, I'm not sure that you're going to be in the win on that new round of funds. So get things done this morning and make sure that your banks are submitting. The other quick announcement is a .loop DocuSign command announcement. Just to repeat information from last week, .loop does go away in a couple of weeks. We are going to implement a May 1st, which is I think next Monday or something to that effect, a May 1st switch over from, whoop, Paul's crashing my party here. Hold on a second. There we go. I'm going to create a May 1st switchover date. So as of May the 1st, you need to upload all of your documents to your MCA via command, which means if you don't know how to do that yet, you need to spend time this week in class. We have a number of opportunities. Look at the calendar, grab a couple of time slots to make sure that you understand how to upload your documents in command so that they are submitted to your MCA and we can check on compliance. DocuSign is a separate system that you'll need to learn if you're interested in obtaining digital signatures. But from a compliance perspective, that is, we're moving from uploading documents in .loop to uploading in command officially and specifically with no exceptions as of May the 1st. So let me know if you have any questions on that. We'll be getting out an email detailing all of that a little later today. Alrighty, so this is week 6, and week 6 is all about, isn't it fun to have themed weeks? Week 6 is all about just hitting it hard for the future, right? Week 6 has nothing to do with what's gone on in the last 5 weeks. Week 6 has nothing to do with what's going on outside of our 4 walls. Week 6 has everything to do with just hitting it hard, putting the pieces back together. If your pieces have kind of fallen apart, putting them back together and really facing forward to make sure that you have everything you need to succeed in the next few months. And to talk a little bit with us about putting things together and how that all looks is my good friend, Al Pacino. Right. So what are you gonna do? Are you willing to fight for every single inch that you need? Are you willing to fight to make sure that you are listing property this week? Are you willing to fight to make sure that the properties that you have listed reduce prices so you can get offers this week? Are you willing to fight to make sure that your buyers understand that now is a good time to purchase and that there's no reason to wait? If you're willing to fight, you're fighting for June and July. And I want to challenge you this week to not look backwards, but to look forwards and to fight for June and July, fight for August, because May is already in the books. May is done. You can't change May, but you have an opportunity to fight for June and July. And if you didn't see all of what Al Pacino just said to you, because I was told it was a little bit jittery, just go on YouTube after we're done here and type in "any given Sunday" speech and listen to that again, because there's a lot of really good messages in there. Guys, I'm here with you to fight with you and willing and able to do whatever I can possibly do to help you get across the finish line. Let's just make sure that we take this week and face forward, not backwards, and challenge ourselves to fight as hard as we can to make sure that the June and July and the August that we planned actually do show up. Adonis, take us into Marty Miller, please.
Yes, sir. Awesome session this morning. Everybody's all pumped up, huh? So Marty's going to share with us today a little bit more about how to use DocuSign, adding fields, filling out documents, and sending documents via DocuSign. This is important for our worlds right now. I encourage you to continue embracing DocuSign. Take it away, Marty.
Good afternoon, Keller Williams, and welcome back to the Keller Williams Command 66-Day Challenge 3.0, Day 21. Yesterday, we talked about opportunities with regards to documents and specifically DocuSign. So we're going to continue that trend today. So once we get into our opportunities here on the left-hand side, you can see the handshake icon. We're going to jump into the opportunity that we created earlier in the week. And we're going to go to the Documents tab. Once in the Documents tab, I can click on the Go To Transaction. Earlier in the week, we linked this opportunity to DocuSign. And so when I click on Go To Transaction, it's going to open my DocuSign room. Yesterday, I showed you guys how to add documents into your room. And so once those documents have been added, you can just click on each one of them independently and begin to fill out any of the missing blanks. So a lot of that information does get auto-populated for you. So you can see here's the street address and city already in. Now I can put in name of property owners association. I can actually type that in. And then I can tab over and put in a phone number. If I'm submitting this offer, I might want to check box 4. Let's just say they're willing to pay $250 a transfer fee, and they're going to ask the seller to pay any additional costs. So now I have filled out that document. I can click on Save and Close. And I would go through the same process with each of the other documents that I have loaded into my room. So I would fill out all of the blanks on all of these documents. Once they've all been filled out, now it's time to begin sending them off for signatures. So first I'm going to have to drop in initials and signatures where they need to go. And then from there, I can send them off. And so in order to get to the signing portion of DocuSign, I'm actually going to have to choose one, or I can choose Select All, and it'll choose all of the documents. By clicking in this circle in the top left-hand corner, I can choose which documents I want to work with. And by unchecking them, I can say I don't want to work with them. I don't know if you noticed, but when I clicked on the document, a new toolbar pops up right here in the middle. Okay, so you won't be able to actually see the DocuSigning portion of things until you begin to click on Documents. So let's just say I wanted to have those two documents. Oops, I think I misclicked. I think it's going to open that document. I don't need it to. All right, so here are the 3 documents I want signed. I'm going to go ahead and click on the DocuSign little button here. It's the pen button. So once I click on that pen button, it will take me into the actual kind of signing and assigning and signing portion. Actually, I lied. First, it opens up my envelope. So the envelope is where all of your documents are going to be. This is how you're going to address the envelope. Who's it going to, and what do you want to have on it? I would highly recommend changing this envelope name to whatever's inside of it. So this might be initial contract docs, and I might even put a date on it, just so that when I go back into my room later and look at all of my envelopes, I can clearly differentiate them from one another. Now you can see I have 3 documents already loaded into this envelope. If there were additional documents inside my room that I wanted added to the envelope, I would just click on Room Docs. And you can see here are the 3 that are already in there. These are the 3 that are not. I could click on each one of these and click on Add Selected. Now it's going to show 7 documents inside, or 6 in my room. If I had created a template, and we'll show a video on that, but if I create a template, I could click on Use a Template, and then you can see I actually have a couple of templates already created. So let's say it's the broker notice template that I want to use. I can click on Add Selected, and now that template shows up as well. So you can see I've got 6 forms and 1 template inside of this envelope. Next, I want to add the recipients to the envelope. So if I click on Add Recipient and choose Room Participants, you can see I get the full list of people that are available from the details portion that I filled out yesterday. So this is going to the seller. So I'm going to make sure that I always include myself as the listing agent, and then seller 1 and seller 2. I'll click on Add Selected, and you'll see they'll bring in these recipients. This number here on the little box is the order in which people are going to get the documents. So as of this setup, we would all get the document at the same time. My recommendation is you always put yourself first and put your clients second. That way, just in case you review the documents when they're sent to you, a lot of times just for some reason I notice things that I might not have noticed previously. When I go to review the document, I have the ability to add in check boxes, text boxes, initials, etc. So I'm going to put that we all need to sign. And then at the very bottom, what do I want this to say? So it may say, please sign, please review, and sign all initial contract docs. Here's the offer documents. Please review and sign. Let me know if you have questions, right? So the next step is to click on next. So once I do that, and for some reason this little button I've got to click twice. So the second time I click it, it takes me into the actual signature portion. There it goes. Now it's loaded. You can see at the top left, there are 3 people involved. I have myself, I have Daffy, I have Donald. So let's start with Daffy. I can scroll down here, and if I'm looking at it as the agent, I can be like, oops, maybe I wanted to, there's a checkbox that I didn't check. Or there's a text box, right? So I have the ability as the agent to bring in, right, a checkbox. I can bring in a text box. This all probably looks very familiar if you've used dotloop before. Okay, so in this case, this document is completely filled out correctly. I'm working with the buyer, so I want to bring over Daffy's signature, and I'm going to drop that right here. Maybe I make it a little bit smaller so it fits there, right? And then I want to grab Donald's signature, and I'm going to bring his right there. All right, and then we have the information about brokerage services. Oh, it looks like I didn't get this filled out, so I could always come in if I wanted to and basically click on all of these boxes and fill in the actual text boxes. Obviously, that would take considerable more time than it would doing it the other way, but just a good example is if you missed a box or two. If you need initials, such as this document does, I would bring in the buyer initial and the buyer's other initials. Right, so now I have the buyer's initials on this document. That one also wants a date, so I can click on date signed, and I'll drop that one here just so we know when Donald signed it. Let me click on Daffy, and I'll drop date signed here so we know when Daffy signed it. All right, so that's basically how you go through and you add in the initials, the text boxes, signatures, whatever the document is looking for. Once you've gone through and made sure all your blanks are filled out, all your initials are in place, all your signatures are in place, everything is checked correctly, you can come up to recipient preview, which is what I typically do just to see, okay, what is the document actually going to look like one last time just to make sure that I got everything correct. Once I'm done with that, I can basically go back. Whoops, it took me all the way out. Let me click on next. Let's see if that actually saved. And it did, good. So once I'm in recipient preview, I need to click on this X, and I apologize, I missed this. This X takes me out of recipient preview. Now I'm done. I have put in my data. I have put in my people. I have put in what the envelope header should be. I have put in what the envelope message should be. I've double checked for all of the initials, signatures, checkboxes, everything ready to go. And once that happens, all I need to do is click on send. And you'll then see a message pop up saying that the documents have been sent out. Do you want to sign this document now? No, but it says, here's a document that needs my signature, right? Because I put myself on it. So if I click on it and then click on sign, it's basically just going to go through. I didn't actually drop any of my signatures in. So I can click on continue just to kind of take a look at it and then click on finish. Oops, I had a text box here that I didn't put in. So let me drop that in. And now I can click on finish and my work is done. If I needed to sign anything, if I needed to initial anything, if I needed to drop in any dates, right? And now you can see the envelope status. I have signed it. Now it's sending it out to Donald and Daffy for them to sign it. So you can see this envelope is now waiting for others. Once they sign it, you will get it back and it will say signed, and you can actually click on the document and you'll see the actual documents inside of the envelope from there. All right, so that's pretty much it for today. We have talked to you guys about how to fill out your documents, how to fill out the envelope, add the parties to the envelope, make sure the messaging is correct, how to add the initials, signatures, text boxes, dates, etc. to your actual documents, and then how to send them off. That's pretty much it for today, guys. Day 21 of the Command 66-Day Challenge 3.0. As always, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I look forward to speaking with you in the morning. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thank you, Marty. So just so you guys know, Marty teaches it slightly different than we do. So I recommend you to take the DocuSign class that we are offering tomorrow at 11 o'clock, just so we can get your concerns dealt with. And tomorrow we're going to be dealing with splitting and combining documents on DocuSign. So hope you guys have a great Monday. Make it special. We'll talk to you next time.